What's up, guys, and welcome to another video, and let's get ready to wake up and react to another episode of Demon Slayer. Season 2, episode 15. Yep. Last time, so it ended where Nezuko finally, like, I don't know how I would say it, she came back from her transformation, like, she's back to her normal form. Well, she's kind of like a little baby. She had a little moment, like a memory of her mother, and she finally, like, she cried, like, I would it be, yeah, I don't know if you could consider it talking, but we finally heard, like, a sound come out of her mouth, besides, like, a growl, like, she was crying. And we know there's something special about her, but, and the brother, so now we have to worry about the brother of Daki. How is Tengen going to beat him? I don't know. I mean, I feel like he'll beat him. I'm really not worried about it, but the guy, the brother, he's interesting. I'm kind of, I don't want to say excited to see the fight, but I'm interested. Yeah, anyway. I don't really know what else to say about it, so yeah, let's jump into the reaction, guys. So, okay. This was an awesome episode. I mean, I don't know what to say. I mean, it was just a bunch of fighting. The fighting was so quick. It was like hard to see all of it. Like, I feel like I need to rewatch the fight scenes like 3 times. But it was dope. It was intense. It was crazy. I feel like it was just so like touch and go, and it probably still is, but like Tanjiro, he like he said, like Tengen said, he the gash in his left shoulder, it's making it really hard for him. Well, one, he was bleeding out, but he stopped the bleeding, so it's hard for him to keep going. Like, he's exhausted. Okay, on top of that, like, blood loss, he was fighting his ass off before all of this, you know what I mean? So he's tired. He's got a really bad gash on his shoulder, which is making it hard for him to even hold his sword, which he said the only thing really keeping his hands on the sword is the fact that he's got it tied, his hand tied to the hilt. So he's like, he's not gonna last much longer. And then the freaking trash talking they were doing, like, I usually, you know, I get it, it's like used to get in your opponent's head and throw them off their game, but honestly, I felt like all the trash talking they were doing was making them fight even better. Like, the angrier that they got, the better they were fighting. The stronger they got, they were like the fucking Hulk. My gosh. Anyway, and then, man, what Zenitsu did when he just he was so freaking fast. Did you see him? Oh my god. That was so cool. Oh my god. And then, like, him telling her, like, that doesn't make, just because your earnings may be, like, what, I don't know, I think, like, provided for them, doesn't make them your possessions. True. And then what did she say? She said, he said, just because horrible things were done to you doesn't mean you have the right to do them to others. And that in her reply, like, the whole, that's the only way we can get even in this world, or make up for what has been taken from us, is to take from those who are blessed. And that's not true. That's not the healthy way to go about it, bro. But again, they are demons, so I don't know. They could go about it in a different way if they wanted to, but, like, just do better for yourself. But then again, like, the time this takes place, like, easier said than done, bro. And I like what she said. I mean, in this district, women are just treated like possessions. They're used. They're ruined. They're, like, used and discarded, essentially, like a possession. Like, over time, it just becomes destroyed, and then they're disposable. Like, I mean, it's true. That's how they're treated there, and that's a sad reality. But why would you contribute to that? Like, why not try to make it better? Like, oh, so gross. Anyway, so You would think in that situation, like, the women work together, but no. She's a demon, so I guess it's just whatever. Anyway, so I don't want to dwell on that topic. The the end with Tanjiro. I don't know. I don't. I feel like it'd be too soon for him to actually decapitate him. So I don't think that that's what happened there. I think he's gonna like dodge it or something. I don't know. Um, it was really cool though how his wife, like, she came in and she tried to help. She tried to do what she could to help. I think it was risky. It was dangerous. Like, I thought she was actually gonna like jump down there. Thank God she just stayed on the roof, kind of like behind. At least she has a little bit of cover. Not that like the belts can't just reach that far and just decapitate her in 2 seconds. But still, better than jumping down there into the fray. And what she did created an opening for them. So good on her. What else? You get a little bit of Tengen's backstory, so that was cool. Like, most of his brothers and sisters are dead except for one, and he's just like his dad, and he just uses all of his underlings as pawns. They're disposable, and he treats his wives the same way. They're disposable. If you can create an heir, then okay, cool. Now you've created an heir, and now you're discarded. Bye bye. You've outlived your usefulness. Done. And he vowed, I would never be like that, and I'm proud of him. That's probably why he left, and like he defected and he went and he worked for oh god, I don't know their leader's name, and I totally forgot about that wisteria plant. That's like bad for poisonous to demons. I should write that down. I'll probably forget about that because it's been so long since I watched season 1. And then what was I saying though? But yeah, I want to know more about their leader, and like I said earlier in the reaction, why are they so devoted to him? Is it just his philosophies, his perspectives, his ideals, all of that? Like his outlook on life and what his what he strives for? So there we go. Is it that, like, the whole I want to save humanity thing? Like he's trying to help people? Is that why there's so, I don't know, anyway. Is just goodness. It's just ultimately he's like the embodiment of good. I don't know. It kind of seems like that. He just like seems like a really sweet guy. And I think that moment with Rengoku and Tengen was really cool. Like at the end of the episode, like that after credit scene, but also like in it, it gave me chills. Like it made me think that he was actually gonna die, Tengen, because it was like he's acting the same way. Like he's putting on a front that he's okay, but really he's not. Like the poison was getting to him, and I mean he kind of did that the whole episode. They all did, and the demons kind of saw right through it after a while every single time. Well, whatever. At least the bluffs worked for a little bit, I guess. I don't know. But that moment had to be so scary for Tanjiro. He's like, oh my god, I'm gonna lose someone else. It's gonna be my fault. I'm not strong enough. Again, like, he got in the way in that one moment. Like, he couldn't even move. He was a hindrance. He took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah, you were. But I respect the fact that he still wants to try, even though he knows he's probably dead weight. And he can barely move. Still, like, even if he can act as, like, a shield, he'd probably do it. Anyway, was there anything else? I feel like there was one more thing I wanted to mention and I can't remember. Oh yeah, the one at the end, that after credit scene. That moment where he's like, oh, I'm not as good as Rengoku, like I'll never be like him, and it's like, yeah, you'll never be like me, and guess what? I'll never be like you. Like, don't underestimate yourself or undersell yourself. Like, your swordsmanship or whatever he called it, I think it was swordsmanship. Like, it's beautiful. It's an art. Like, don't sell yourself short, dude. And make sure you take care of my I don't know what you would call them, but his subordinates, whatever, his pupils. Not really. They're kind of just, I wouldn't know. I don't know if you would say that, but sure. Okay, we'll go with that for now. I don't know. It was a good episode though, and I'm excited to see the way this fight ends. It probably will end next episode, I'm gonna guess. I mean, what? This is episode 15. How long is the season? Is it 24? 25? That's still a lot of time. So I wonder what else will happen. Like, if they really do defeat the demons next episode, what do you do after that? Like, what's the next arc? Anyway, I don't read the manga, so I won't know. Yeah. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell to be notified every time I upload a video. And if you guys want full reactions, you can catch that on my Patreon. The link for that's in the description below, so please check that out. And look out for that Attack on Titan reaction later today. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, guys, and I will catch you in the next reaction.